For years, British shoppers have been drowning their breakfasts in a golden lie. Behind the cozy labels, friendly bees, and pure promises lies a reality far murkier than anyone wants to admit. If you've been spooning honey into your tea or drizzling it over toast, the truth may shake you. A shocking number of jars on UK shelves are not honey as nature intended. Some barely resemble honey at all. Tonight, we're tearing the lid off 12 honey brands that independent laboratory testing flagged with red alerts, brands sold to millions of unsuspecting families. And when we reach the end, I'll show you how to expose fake honey in seconds. No equipment needed. But don't worry, I will share 2 alternative brands that are safe to eat. Let's begin with one of Britain's most recognizable names. Number 1, Golden Grove Clear Honey. If there were ever a jar that screamed too good to be true, it's Golden Grove Clear Honey. The kind that sits on the shelves, looking innocent, cheap, and perfectly, unnaturally smooth. But underneath that sunny label hides the same tired supermarket trick. A blend of non-EU honeys, which is just a polite way of saying, we won't tell you where it really came from. Its texture, suspiciously syrupy. Its flavor, forgettable, flat, the kind of sweetness that tastes manufactured instead of harvested. And the price? Low enough to make you wonder how a jar can travel halfway around the world, get processed, packaged, shipped, shelved, and still be this cheap. Golden Grove isn't just a disappointment. It's a reminder of how the honey industry cuts corners while hoping you won't notice. Another blend, another mystery, another jar to leave right where you found it. Number 2, Tesco Clear Honey. When Britain's biggest retailer misses the mark, Tesco's Clear Honey sits in more homes than any other supermarket brand. But when scientists ran 240-plus authenticity tests across supermarket honeys, Tesco's product was specifically named among the failures. What did they find? A sugar called psychose, a compound not found in natural honey, but commonly found in syrup adulteration. Enzyme patterns mirrored industrial sweeteners, not the complex enzymes bees produce. Tesco admitted publicly that a more transparent testing regime is needed, yet the same honey still sits on the shelves today. Number 3. Asda Clear Honey. Asda's affordable honey is a staple in countless households, but its low cost has sparked long-running skepticism. Many honey watchers argue that this jar exhibits all the hallmarks of heavy industrial processing: excessive filtration, uniform flavor, and a suspicious clarity that rarely appears in natural honey. When honey is filtered to the point where pollen is removed, it becomes practically untraceable, a perfect hiding place for adulterated blends. Critics frequently describe its taste as strangely one-dimensional, lacking the floral nuance that genuine honey naturally carries. While it may be a budget-friendly choice, it may not deliver the authentic experience consumers expect. Number 4. Co-op Clear Honey. Co-op's Clear Honey presents itself as simple and wholesome, but the price tells another story. Genuine honey requires time, labor, and healthy bee colonies, so when a product sells for less than the cost of production, questions naturally arise. Many honey enthusiasts report that Co-op's variant tastes muted, almost as if it has been heated past the point of retaining beneficial enzymes. Its texture is unusually smooth, and its sweetness feels engineered rather than natural. Although the label promises 100% honey, the flavor profile leaves many buyers wondering whether nature was truly the primary contributor. Number 5. Sainsbury's Clear Honey. Sainsbury's Clear Honey offers a polished appearance, but its uniform flavour has drawn intense scrutiny from honey enthusiasts. True honey is alive with character, aromatic, complex, and influenced by the flowers bees visit. But Sainsbury's version is consistently described as bland, predictable, and too smooth to be untouched. Reports have long suggested that heavy processing may be responsible for its loss of flavour and nutrients. With pollen often undetectable, some argue that this honey may have been filtered so aggressively that it loses the very qualities that make honey unique. Attractive packaging aside, it rarely satisfies those seeking authenticity. Number 6. Lidl Clear or Premium Honey. Lidl offers both budget-friendly and premium honey options, but both come under frequent scrutiny. Despite their appealing labels and promises of quality, these honeys often taste far too mild to be natural. Reviewers point out that the premium varieties still exhibit an unnaturally flat flavor, suggesting heavy processing or blending from multiple international sources. Some jars are reported to have lost the enzymes and antioxidants normally found in raw honey, a sign that they may have been heated beyond the point of preserving natural nutrients. Even the higher-priced versions leave many buyers unconvinced. Number 7. Morrison's Clear Honey. Morrison's Clear Honey takes pride in its simplicity, yet its simplicity may be its downfall. Customers often note how thin the flavour feels. Sweet, yes, but lacking the boldness and aromatic layers expected from true honey. Honey critics frequently point out that its texture and taste resemble standardized blends, suggesting that it could be a mixture of multiple sources that have been processed into a uniform product. When honey loses its distinctive characteristics, it becomes little more than a sweet spread, and many consumers feel Morrison's jar fits this category a little too well. Number 8. Waitrose Clear Honey. Waitrose is known for craftsmanship and quality, which makes the controversy surrounding its clear honey particularly striking. Many customers expect a richer, more complex flavor from this supermarket giant, yet they often describe the honey as mild, over-processed, and lacking vitality. Honey experts argue that the product seems unnaturally smooth and may have been heated or filtered to achieve a consistent, shelf-stable appearance. Unfortunately, in doing so, it appears to lose much of the depth and nutritional value that define real honey. Elegant branding cannot fully disguise the lack of authenticity some consumers experience. Number 9. Rouse Clear Honey. Rouse is one of the most iconic honey brands in the UK, yet it faces constant scrutiny. Despite its popularity, honey critics often describe its clear honey as overly uniform and suspiciously perfect. Real honey contains natural variations, tiny imperfections, and complex floral notes, but Rouse's mainstream products taste almost engineered. Some testers argue that its flavor is too clean, lacking the raw character expected from true nectar-based honey. Although Rouse insists on its quality standards, many honey fans believe the brand relies too heavily on industrial processing that strips honey of its individuality. Number 10. Generic imported pure honey labels. Many generic supermarket honeys, labeled simply as pure honey, share the same troubling traits: extremely low prices, international sourcing from multiple regions, and heavy filtration that removes all pollen traces. Without pollen, honey becomes nearly impossible to verify. These budget blends are often described as overly sweet, unusually smooth, and lacking aroma. Signs that they may be diluted with cheap sugar syrups or heavily processed to mask inconsistencies. While these jars may technically meet the minimum legal standards, their taste and texture leave serious questions about how much of the product is genuinely from bees. Okay, I know, that was a heavy list. Fake honey, diluted honey, mystery honey, it's a lot. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are genuine, reliable, high-quality honeys you can find right here in UK supermarkets. So before you give up on honey entirely, let me show you the brands that are actually doing it right. Number 1. Rouse Manuka Rouse. Manuka honey is one of the rare bright spots hiding on supermarket shelves. A jar that actually tries to prove what it is rather than disguise it. While cheaper honeys whisper vague origins like blend of non-EU countries, Rouse's Manuka loudly stamps its strength. MGO, NPA, potency, purity, measured, certified, verified. It's not perfect, and yes, it's pricier than your average squeezy bottle. But that price buys you something. Standards. New Zealand's strict regulations force Manuka producers to hit certain chemical markers, and Rouse participates in that system. That means fewer shortcuts, less mystery, and far fewer opportunities for adulteration. If most supermarket honeys are a foggy guessing game, Rouse Manuka is one of the few that hands you a torch. Number 2. Odysseia Raw Greek Honey. Supermarket available. Then you have Odysseia, a honey that tastes like it actually came from the earth instead of a refinery line. Found in UK supermarkets, this Greek honey often shows the signs that real honey should have: depth, darkness, floral hits, tiny natural imperfections, the fingerprints of a hive rather than a factory. While other jars try to taste like generic liquid sugar, Odysseia leans into its origin. Wild thyme, forest honey, raw batches, each with real character. It's the kind of honey that reminds you that bees exist, that flowers vary, that honey isn't supposed to be perfectly identical every time. Is it flawless? No honey at supermarket scale ever is. But compared to the endless rows of blended, overly filtered, syrup-smooth contenders, Odysseia stands out as one of the few that feels genuinely honest. Honey should be a natural miracle, a gift from bees, not a product engineered for shelf life. Yet as supermarkets chase lower prices and perfect appearances, many brands sacrifice authenticity, filtering away not only pollen, but flavor, identity, and health benefits. Among the processed jars, however, genuine honey still survives. Local beekeepers and certified Manuka producers continue to honor tradition, producing honey that tastes alive, vibrant, and unmistakably real. So the next time you reach for a jar, choose wisely. The difference between fake and authentic honey isn't just flavor, it's truth.